everybody, Duffman here, and a little bit about me that you may or may not have known is that I am an avid board gamer. And so when I head out on trail, like I will be soon in June, doing the Ouachita Trail, if you're not familiar, Little Rock to Oklahoma, I always pack with me board games. And I've narrowed it down to 3 board games. You're like, board games, they're huge, like Monopoly and Risk. You can't bring those with you. No, nothing like that. These are next generation board games, which are often quite small and very, very different. Sometimes cooperative, sometimes not. That's the next generation of board gaming. Social deduction, worker placement. These are terms you'll hear bandied about by board gamers. Mine are very small logic and just some little fun, cool games. First of all, I bring with me Travel Hive, and you can see the package there, Hive. Hive is, got to insert some still pictures here, a tile, I guess you could say tile, these are tiles, tile placement game in which you have spiders and ants and crickets, and the number 1 character is the one who just jumped out of my hand. Keeping it. The queen bee. And each player, black and white, will have a queen, and you are trying to totally surround that character. Each different character has its movement. Ants can move along the hive anywhere. Ladybugs, that's a special character. They can jump over other characters. Grasshopper can jump across any length of characters. And it's their movement. So it's very much like a different sort of chess, you would say, I suppose. But great. I'll put links to all of these so you can see videos on how to play should we encounter and you want to play. This is a fun little one. This is by Oink Games. It's called Deep Sea Adventure. This is the only one that I'll be actually having the whole box with me. It kind of needs the box to protect it because for some reason it has rules in French and Spanish and English. And it has all of these little things. When you look at the explanation, dice, little peoples, and basically where's my submarine? Oh, there it is. Basically, you're starting from the submarine, and you're making these tracks that go down, each one after the other, and when you land on one, you can take it, and it'll give you so many points. You're not allowed to look, but it will give you points as far as you know. The ones that have the higher numbers on them, like this one is a 1, this one is a 2, and this one is a 4. The higher likeliness the points are going to be. But what this is how much air you have left. In every round you lose some air, and if you pick up a piece you lose extra air for each piece you have, and you have to get all the way down and then decide when you want to go back to get back to the ship, and if you don't score points that round. There are 3 rounds to be played. It is a fantastic, clever little push your luck game. There's dice rolling in it as well, and it's like, can I go more? Should I grab more on the way back? Should I? It's one of those things. Yes, again, in my backyard, the wilderness, in case you haven't noticed, life is going on. Then this one, Age of War. Age of War, I won't be bringing the whole box down. Age of War is another dice chucking game, which are always fun. And you are trying to take over a series of castles, which are represented by these cards. The castles have certain dice that you need to complete in order to take over that castle. For example, on this one, you would have to take 2 of this, roll 2 of that, roll 1 of that, roll 1 of that, and then roll 4 of that. This one, you can bet, is pretty hard to take. And once you did that, it's yours. But if another opponent, if you had, one of these cards with this in the corner, if the opponent rolled all of these things and this, they could steal it from you and put it into theirs. And at the end, you'll count what you have, and it will make points. This is another great sort of push your luck, dice rolling, dice chucking game, which can be played in very little space. And with this one, I only carry these 2 bags and maybe the rules, but I don't really need to carry them because I know the rules pretty well, which is Age of War. So if you're out there and you're bored and you find me on the trail or at a shelter, and we can play a game, it'll be great. It's so much fun. It's a great way to just spend the night not doing much, you know, before the sun goes down. Have a great time. These 2 are, this is 2-player, these are multiplayer. So come on and ask me about games. If you ever see me on the Ouachita Trail at a shelter, I'll break out these games. We'll have blast. It's been Duff Man. Take care of yourself. Take care of the planet. Leave no trace.